Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English. Friends, in this video, I'm going to solve the 2024 examination question paper, that is the third semester BCA B.Sc Generic English NEP syllabus under Bangalore City University, which has a format of 60-40, 60 marks question paper, 40 marks internal test. So here we are going to solve the 2024 examination question paper. So let's begin it. So in this third semester BC and BSc Generic English, you have a play, The Life of Galileo by Bertolt Brecht, which has the weightage for 30 marks. Then you have 5 speeches which have the weightage for 10 marks. So the section A consists 40 marks questions. So now let's begin it. The Life of Galileo for 30 marks. How is it divided? We'll be having here 5 marks, 2 questions, and 10 marks, 2 questions. So you don't have 2 marks format here in the BCU. So let's begin the 2 questions of 5 marks, which you need to write in a page, in about a page. Question number 1. 1 minute. Just a minute. Please hold it. Yeah. Question number 1. What was Sagredo's advice to Galileo? What was his advice to Galileo? Sagredo is the friend and assistant of Galileo. He observes astronomical phenomena with Galileo. He served as an assistant in his scientific research. He comprehends the implications for the Catholic Church. Galileo's invention is seen as merely a novelty by the general public. It ignites the minds of the scientific community. It's considered as a tool that can improve the current trends, current models of the universe, and ultimately educate the public. So, Sagredo, along with his colleague Sagredo, Galileo uses his telescope to observe the moon. They find out that the moon does not create any light of its own. It reflects light from the distant sun. This insight provides strong evidence for Galileo's theory that the Earth is not the center of the universe. So Galileo decides immediately to publish his findings for the benefits of science. But Sagredo, his friend and assistant, advises him that he will be perceived insane if you do it. He suggests him not to publish. Right? Why? Because the church will not receive such findings. Church will not receive such findings well. The church will not accept. So he advises Galileo not to publish such findings. Question number 2 for 5 marks. What is the reaction of Miss Signora Sarti to Galileo's teachings to entry? Miss Signora Sarti is Galileo's housekeeper. She's the mother of Henry. Initially, she doesn't approve of Galileo's teaching her son because Galileo's theory was against the Catholic Church. The Church believed in the geocentric theory, but Galileo believed in the heliocentric theory that the sun is at the center and all the planets they move around the sun. So initially, Mrs. Sarti told Galileo not to teach such kind of theories to his son Henry, but she remains loyal to her master throughout the play. She does not leave him. She's also a companion to Galileo's daughter Virginia. Question number 3 for 5 marks. Why did Galileo recant on his scientific findings? Recant means when you don't believe, when you don't no longer holding on your belief or opinions. So why did Galileo recant on his scientific findings? Galileo, the protagonist of the play, was a teacher at Padua University, where he specialized in using mathematics to prove astronomical models. Galileo was a devout Catholic. He liked to question the things which antagonized the Catholic Church. The primary object of his questioning of the Aristotelian model, a centuries-old doctrine that said that Earth existed at the center of the universe that enraged the church, which church didn't like this theory. Galileo instead upheld Copernicus' model, which places the sun at the center of the solar system with the earth revolving around it. Galileo knew that if he went against the church, his research would also be smothered. The Pope overreacted and called in the Inquisition, who ruled that Galileo's views were heresy. Heresy. Heresy means a kind of religious opinion or belief which is different from what is generally accepted. So they didn't accept it. He was forced to recant. He was forced to take it back and placed under the house arrest. Galileo thought Galileo thought recantation is better because if he's alive, he can prove his findings at a large stage. That's why Galileo has chosen to recant on his scientific findings. Question number. So these are the three questions for 5 marks, and out of three questions, you need to opt here two questions. Now we are moving to the 10 marks questions, which we need to write in 2 pages. My answers are the sample answers. You can elaborate those answers with reference to your textbook or the play. Question number 1 for 10 marks. Freedom of research and freedom of expression are always curtailed by authority. Explain the statement with reference to the play The Life of Galileo. The statement freedom of research and freedom of expression are always curtailed by the authority is demonstrated in Bertolt Brecht's play The Life of Galileo. The play portrays the constant struggle between the scientific truth and authoritarian power, particularly the suppression of free inquiry and expression by the institutions like the Catholic Church. So Galileo's pursuit of scientific truth. Galileo's groundbreaking research, including his support for the Copernican model, challenges the prevailing geocentric worldview endorsed by the Church. Despite the accuracy and potential of his finding to advance human understanding, Galileo faces a lot of resistance from the authorities who fear that these discoveries will undermine their religious dogma and societal control. Conflict with the church. The Catholic Church, representing the authoritarian power in the play, bans the Copernican model as heresy. Galileo is explicitly warned by the cardinals Bellarmine and Barberini to abandon his pursuit of the truth. Even when his findings are scientifically validated, the Church prioritizes maintaining its authority over embracing new knowledge. This reflects how institutions often suppress freedom of expression to preserve their dominance. Galileo's confrontation and compromise. Galileo's decision to publish his findings reignites scientific curiosity and challenges the Church's unscientific dogma. However, the Church retaliates by branding him, we can say, the heretic, subjecting him to trial, threatening him with torture. So, under immense pressure, Galileo recants his discoveries publicly, so he doesn't publish. A powerful example of how authoritarian forces curtail intellectual freedom. Next example we find here implications for society. The play highlights the broader consequences of suppressing freedom of research and expression. Galileo's imprisonment symbolizes how authoritarian regimes stifle progress by silencing the voices that questions the status quo. Nevertheless, Galileo secretly continues his work and his ideas inspire future generations, provoking that truth eventually transcends oppression. You cannot hold the truth for a long time. So, in this manner, through the life of Galileo, Bertolt Brecht expresses the timeless struggle of scientists intellectuals, and freethinkers against the oppressive systems. It serves as a reminder that progress and enlightenment demand courage and resistance in the face of authorities' attempts to curtail freedom. So, this is one question for 10 marks. Now, we are moving to the second question for 10 marks. Virginia is a loyal daughter to Galileo. Elaborate. Virginia, Galileo's daughter, is a significant character in Bertolt Brecht's play The Life of Galileo. She represents the emotional and personal dimensions of Galileo's life, contrasting with the intellectual and societal conflicts which central to the play. First, devotion to her father. Virginia is portrayed as a deeply loyal and caring towards her father. She supports him despite not fully understanding the scientific ideas he is passionate about. Her devotion is very much clear in her concern for Galileo's well being and her attempts to protect him from danger. Second theme, we find religious faith. Virginia is a devout Catholic, and her faith often puts her in a position of internal conflicts. She struggles to reconcile her father's scientific pursuits, which challenge church doctrine, with her own religious beliefs. This faith creates tension because she worries about the consequences of Galileo's defiance of the church, submissive and traditional roles. Bertolt Brecht depicts Virginia as a product of her time, confined by traditional gender roles and expectations. She is not involved in her father's intellectual endeavors and instead focuses on her duties as a daughter, including her engagement and her role within the household. So, symbol of emotional sacrifice. Virginia's life reflects the sacrifices made by those close to individuals who challenge authority. Her engagement is broken off due to Galileo's controversial reputation. She shares in the personal cost of his intellectual pursuits, foreshadows Galileo's fate. Virginia's warnings to Galileo about the risk of attending the Grand Duke's reception also shows her role as a voice of caution. Her fears materialize when Galileo is arrested, showing her perceptiveness about the dangers of challenging authority. So that's about Virginia. Now the last question for 10 marks. Comment on the plot of the play, The Life of Galileo. Life of Galileo, written by Bertolt Brecht, is based on the real life of the 17th century astronomer and physicist Galileo Galilei. The time is in 1609 in the city of Padua. In the beginning of the play, we can see Galileo explaining the Copernican theory to Andri before breakfast, for which Andrea's mother, Mrs. Sarti, was not happy because the theory was against the Catholic Church. The church believed in geocentric theory, where the Earth is at the center of the solar system and all the other planets move around the Earth, including Sun. So this theory was proposed by Aristotle, but Galileo was against to it. So this question is very important. You will come to know the complete story of the this play here very precisely. So through his telescope, he tried to prove that Sun is at the center of the solar system and all the other planets, including Earth, moves around the Sun. Unfortunately, this theory is declared as heresy. Heresy means the belief which is different by the Holy Office of the Church. Church did not accept it. It is suspected and feared that the theory of Galileo and his scientific mind may raise question up on the established truth, social system, and the religion. Galileo is warned to stop his learning and research, and he is sent to the Inquisition, house arrest. Because of the Inquisition, Galileo has to abandon his research for 8 years. He didn't do research for 8 years. He later decided to resume his research. Galileo is called Bible killer by the people for his new theory. The Florentine court, even the Pope Urban 7 is no longer able to protect him or able to prevent Galileo's interrogation, he was forced to recant, to stop for his scientific findings, not to publish. In 1633, the court put him into home arrest till his death. So all the students, disciples got disappointed on the recantation of Galileo. Galileo chose to recant because he thought that if he's alive, then he can continue his scientific discoveries. So during the home arrest, he wrote the book. And that's a German book in English, Discourses and Mathematical Demonstrations Related to the Two New Sciences. This book focuses on his earlier studies of mechanics and motion, laying the foundation of modern physics. So, despite being under strict surveillance by the church, Galileo manages to secretly smuggle the manuscript out of Italy through his trusted former pupil Henry. Andy takes the book to Holland, where it was published in 1638. When he hands over his book to Henry, he understands about Galileo's decision of recantation. So at the end of the play, Galileo declares, I have betrayed my profession. Any man who does what I have done must not be tolerated in the ranks of science. So this is a plot, this is a story. So these are the questions from the lesson, from the play, The Life of Galileo, and this play has the weightage for 30 marks. I have done special videos on this play. You can see the links in the description. Now we are moving to the questions from the five speech. You have five speeches from the play, in your textbook. Even I have done the summary of those speeches also. You can have a look in the description. So you need to attempt here two questions, each for 5 marks. Question number 1 from the speeches. What kind of governance is recommended by Dr. Ambedkar in his speech at the Constituent Assembly? According to Dr. Ambedkar, there shall be two different sets of polity in this country. One at the bottom, the autonomous provinces or the states or such other areas as care to join a united India. These autonomous units will have full powers. They will have also residuary powers. At the top and over the provincial units, there will be a union government having certain subjects for the legislation, for execution, and for administration. Dr. Ambedkar says that it would be surprised at the absence of any reference to the idea of grouping the provinces. He never liked the idea of grouping. He always liked a strong unit's center, much stronger than the center they had created under the Government of India Act of 1935. Dr. Ambedkar emphasizes on the intermediate polity, a sub-federation between the union government and the provinces. Now we are moving to the question number 2 from the speech, Sachin Tendulkar's speech, when whose contributions, Sachin Tendulkar's farewell speech, whose contributions did Sachin acknowledge from his heart during his farewell speech at Wankhede Stadium, Mumbai? So Sachin Tendulkar's farewell speech delivered on November 16, 2013 at Wankhede Stadium was an emotional and heartfelt tribute to his cricketing journey. He expressed deep gratitude to his family, particularly his late father, his mother, his wife Anjali, children, for their support and sacrifices. He acknowledges his coaches, especially Ramakant Achrekar, for shaping his career, thanked his teammates, fans, the BCCI, the media for the support. Tendulkar encouraged young cricketers to pursue their dreams with dedication and discipline. In closing, he expressed his love for cricket, saying he would miss the game and urged fans to continue supporting Indian cricket. His speech highlighted humility, perseverance, and gratitude, leaving a lasting impression on millions of fans. Very amazing speech. Still, I love. Third question, the last question. Why does Chief Seattle repeat the line, I'm a savage, I do not understand, explain. Chief Seattle's repeats the line, I'm a savage, I do not understand. Why? To emphasize the stark, clear difference between the Native American worldview and the perspective of the white settlers. He uses the term savage ironically to highlight how the white man considers him and his people as uncivilized, even though it is the settlers who fail to understand the deep, respectful connection to nature that the Native Americans have. Then, by repeating this line, Chief Seattle shows his confusion about white men's actions, especially their destruction of nature, disregard for the sacredness of the land. He contrasts the industrial, exploitative mindset with his people's spiritual and substantial way of life. The repetition of the phrase underlines the chief bewilderment, a confusion at the white man's ways, and invites the listener to reflect on what true civilization and understanding really mean. So this is how I have tried to solve the 40 marks questions here. The the life of Galileo, 30 marks, 5 speeches, 10 marks. So you can find all the lessons, links, videos links in the description box. I have solved the model question paper, 2023 examination question paper, and this 2024. So you have 3 question papers, and you can find all these question papers links in the description box. Now we are moving to the second part of the question paper, that is the 20 marks. So we have discussed the 40 marks. We are moving to the 20 marks questions here. And under 20 marks questions, you have very first question here. PowerPoint presentation content writing. So generally we used to prepare PPT by using laptop or the desktop by using technology. In the examination, you have to prepare the slides manually. So how to prepare the slides manually, how to design it. So 2 topics will be given and you need to select here one topic. So topic number 1, harmful effects of smoking. So what you need to mention here, first slide should be something like this. You need to make a box. Slide number 1, name of the topic, subtopic, and one image. Better, you draw some image which is related to your topic. Then you divide your topics into the different slides with the theme and the sub theme. So you can pause the video and you can go through it. So like this, you have to do it. And the last slide should be the thanking slide. I will suggest you to draw the image to make your PPT more appealing, more impressive. So you'll be having like this two important themes. Like the second theme, we have effective communication skills. So whichever you feel comfortable, you feel that you can write very easily. So here, like how I had drawn here, the image here. Slide 1 title slide, slide 2 what is effective communication, slide 3 key elements of communication, slide 4 barriers to effective communication. Last slide could be a thank you slide. So don't write paragraphs together, write in the key points and write very effectively. One page of your answer script can have the 2 slides, boxes, design the box, use the pencil shade. So make it more effectively, don't make it very plain slides. So PowerPoint presentation, content writing, 5 marks. Next, we are moving here, paragraph writing. So here you are very lucky. You will be given here 3 paragraphs, 3 types of paragraphs or 3 paragraphs. You need to select only one. So we have here descriptive paragraph on your visit to a historical place. So use the key points and develop a paragraph. Second one is a descriptive. Second is here comparative paragraph on desktop computers versus mobiles. Again, you can use the key points and you can develop the paragraph. Third one you have here comparative paragraph. Sorry. Third one is here. Yeah, same thing. I think I repeated here. So 2 questions will be given here. So out of 2 paragraph topics, you need to opt one. Now, letter writing. Letter writing, you have business correspondence, different types of letters. I have done video on letter writing also. You can see the link in description box. On behalf of the librarian of your college, write a letter of inquiry to the prominent bookseller asking for the latest catalog and details of discounts offered to libraries and any other concessions you can get. So letter of inquiry, this is how to write. There's a simple format. First should be the sender's name, address, date, bookseller's name and address, dear sir, madam, subject. Then afterwards, you can pause the video and you can read it. Afterwards, you can write here the body of the letter, thank you, yours faithfully, right? Then this is how you need to write. Similarly, you have one more letter here. Mr. Kiran Kumar of Hyderabad complains of defects in the air coolers supplied to him by Pi Electrical Appliances in Bangalore. As a sales manager, write a tactful letter to to him pointing that your company is unable to accept any liability, means to say you are not accepting it. It's a complaint letter. So again, same thing, sender, date, receiver, subject, salutation, subject, body of the letter, thank you, complimentary close, and signature. So you can watch my video on letter writing in detail. That's going to help you a lot. So again, you have another letter, sales letter you have here. You can write like this. So you'll be given here three letters. So you can easily select any one letter, use the left indent format, right? So now we are moving to the last question, commercial writing. Under commercial writing, we have here poster writing and advertisement writing. Then we have poster writing, advertisement writing, and the product manual writing. So as a president of the student union of your college, prepare a poster for the blood donation camp, right? So you need to write you, so you can this you can use such kind of format, name of the college, right? The name of the, what kind of poster is this, the details, date, time, venue, reason, right? And you make it more elegant, so beautiful, so elegant, just looking like wow. This wow factor should be there when you are designing the poster. Remember, you are doing manually, you are not using technology. So use some sort of decoration, some sort of shading of pencil, black pen, blue pen. You apply it and make it more impressive, right? If you don't like poster writing, you have another option. You can write the advertisement. So here we have question here. Ram wants to sell his new house. So here so and so all the information. So newly constructed 2 BHK, a flat 6 cross. I mean to say the all the different facilities you are going to provide here, phone number, etc. So advertisement also you can apply it. So I done videos on advertisement also. So still, if you don't like advertisement, you still have a choice here. Product manual, draft manual for the eye drops. So name of the product, purpose of the product, how to use it, and you can draw some pictures. You can pause the video, you can go through it. Then how to doses, precautions, storage, side effects. Okay, then if possible, you can draw the image. So the last question will have a lot of choices here. So again, I repeat here, 20 marks, PowerPoint, content writing, 5 marks, paragraph writing, 5 marks, letter writing, 5 marks, poster or advertisement or product manual, 5 marks. So this is how your 20 marks are divided here. So I have done videos on all the topics of your the third semester BSc and BCA generic English syllabus. All the lessons link, model question paper 2023 examination question paper links are available in description. Just have a look. So friends, thank you so much for watching this video. Like the video, comment the video, forward this video to your friends. Let everybody get benefit. And I wish you very good luck for the examination. Stay in tune with my channel. In the fourth semester also, you'll be having such kind of quality content. So thank you so much for watching this video.